Environmental scientists are warning that by the year 2031, all the 4 lakes in Nakuru will displace thousands of people and submerge farmlands and vital infrastructure like the city's sewerage plant should the lake water levels continue rising. Since the rising lake phenomenon began a decade ago across all Rift Valley lakes, the past 2 years have seen a rapid rise in the lake levels, displacing thousands of people. The World Bank estimating that by 2050, more than 200 million people across the world will be displaced by climate change, as Bridget Ngana now reports.
Nilikuwa nikiishi hapa na ilinichukua muda kwa sababu unajua kujenga nyumba inakuchukua muda mrefu. So what happened? Nyumba ilianza kucrack kwa sababu chini hiyo foundation ilimezwa na maji, yani ilikuwa na ile unyevu mwingi. So kwa sababu ya uzito wa nyumba unakuta inaanza kuwa na cracks.
For 5 decades, David Kahoro has lived in Mwarike village bordering the Lake Nakuru National Park. In that half a century, Kahoro thrived on this land he called home as a small-scale farmer until 2 years ago when the waters of Lake Nakuru forced him and his neighbors out of here.
So baada ya maji kutoka nje ilibidi tuondoke kwa boma zetu na makao yetu. Tukatafuta mahali ambapo mtu anaweza kuhamia, na ni ile kuhama ambayo usiyotarajia. Ni mambo ilituadhiri na njia ya nguvu kifikra na kimapato.
This happened 2 years ago, more than 2 years ago. Lakini unfortunately, the government has put a blind eye on us.
Now, KWS Rangers patrol the expanded lake in Mwarike to prevent locals from fishing in these waters, in a lake that has all along been classified as a saltwater lake. A recent report by the Nakuru County Environment Department saying that 70 hectares of farmland have been submerged, as well as critical infrastructure inside the Lake Nakuru National Park, with more than 650 people displaced.
We stand at a point where we may not be able to manage that because we have lost a lot of resources, lost people's livelihoods, lost our critical infrastructure on the town sewage treatment plant. We may also have lost a very big chunk of our Lake Nakuru National Park in terms of displacement of wildlife, in terms of the foraging grounds, and of course causing some serious, wildlife human conflicts.
Environmental experts calling on developed nations to commit to funding third world countries that are bearing the biggest brunt of pollution as Africa prepares to host the COP27 climate change conference in Egypt this November.
The commitments that have been made in all the other COPs, including COP15, which was held in Paris in 2015, to be able to appeal to them to bring funding the $100 billion that was supposed to be given to cushion African countries, or that one countries that are bearing the brunt of climate change. Let them honor those commitments. Otherwise, this discussion is not relevant at all, because basically our own resources are not adequate to be able to cover us or to cushion us against the effects of other countries that are polluting.
The World Bank estimating that by 2050, 86 million people in sub-Saharan Africa will be forced to move within national borders due to climate change. Bridget Ngana, NTV, Nakuru.